evening. You are with the Urban Debate with us this weekend. Thank you for being with us. I'm Seher Zama. And we are continuing with the Punjab crisis. It has effectively been weeks on end here. The differences are further widening. There is growing speculation here, but there is still no solution in sight. We still do not have an official final announcement on what is this compromise formula for both leaders. Captain, the Chief Minister, Captain Amrinder Singh, and the MLA, Navjot Singh Sidhu, who continue to remain at loggerheads, and the party, though, chooses to call this inter-party democracy, for every leader having the right to speak out on what they feel about leadership. But these are ugly differences, these are acute differences which are already out in the open, especially in the build-up to state assembly elections there in the state. Now, very similarly, while some would like to draw parallels, but there is a contrast, a difference here to what we've seen in Karnataka as well. Leadership crisis that was seen as far as Chief Minister Yadurappa is concerned. But that's been settled for now already. Today, the chapter on that was closed after the Chief Minister visited the top leadership of the BJP in the national capital. So what we're looking at right now is, should the Congress have handled these leadership issues differently? We're going to be touching upon that here, but before we do that with our panelists, let's take you through what specifically has happened today. What we've had for today, in fact, is Navjot Singh Sidhu continuing with his set of meetings here. He's also, in fact, met with the Congress Punjab Chief Sunil Jakhar today, along with a few other state cabinet ministers here, trying to gather in more support and increasing the list of his supporters there here. But on the other end, the Punjab in-chief Harish Rawat flew in specially to meet with the Chief Minister Captain Amrinder Singh once again here, to which the Chief Minister said that he continues to maintain that he will accept the final decision taken by the High Command, taken by the interim President of the Congress, Sonia Gandhi, but also placing a condition here that he wants a public apology coming in from Navjot Singh Sidhu for all the terse remarks and the insults that were hurled at him. We're going to be discussing this in just a bit here, but also important to take in some quick ground inputs. We have with us Times Network's Pradeep Datta. He's with us from Patiala. This is outside Navjot Singh Sidhu's residence here. Pradeep, take us through what's happening right now. This was an official announcement of his promotion that was expected as the PCC. That still hasn't come in, and his supporters along with him have been waiting on end through the day here for that.
Yes, sir, you're absolutely right. Since morning, we have seen that large number of supporters and his loyalists had been waiting outside Navjot Singh Sidhu's residence, waiting for that final announcement. So all eyes will be on the Delhi top brass, what actually and when they are going to announce in this regard. But it will not be wrong if we say that, in fact, the political crisis in Punjab shows no sign of blowing out. In fact, the grand finale between Captain Amrinder Singh and Navjot Singh Sidhu seems to be heading towards a nail-biting finish. So everybody will be seeing what will be the decision when things will be decided. As you rightly said, both the leaders had been at loggerheads with each other when Harish Rawat met, though he claimed that all is well with Captain Amrinder Singh. Now, there is no such problem between the two leaders. Now, everything seems to be sorted out. But if you look at the situation on the ground, what we came to know from sources, there was a kind of more than meeting, it was a dissenting note from Captain Amrinder Singh, where he conveyed his displeasure over whatever remarks the Sidhu has given in the past while tweeting about him or while he was talking to the media person regarding Captain Amrinder Singh. So he's seeking a public apology in this regard. So far as the Sidhu is concerned, he had a flurry of meetings in Patiala also, a flurry of meetings in Chandigarh also. As you rightly said, he decided to meet all those capital loyalists and senior cabinet ministers because he was trying to gather support, and he was also trying to convey message to the party high command that he has got the capacity and the capability to keep flock together, because Captain Amrinder Singh had written a 4-page letter to Sonia Gandhi where he has expressed his concern, saying that it will cost party dearly because he has conveyed that Sidhu will not be able to keep flock together, especially there will be, the old guard is not happy with this decision. So Sidhu tried to convey that yes, everybody is happy. That was one of the reasons that he went to all their places, had a meeting with them, tried to convey a message to party high command that all is well. So now it is to be seen, if all is well, that why they are taking so much long time. So let's wait and watch, because everybody here seems to be on a sticky wicket if we talk in the cricketing terms, because nobody seems to be calling shots, because at the end of the day, the final ball is to be bowled by party high command in Delhi. Let's see what will be the decision at this point of time.
Well, Pradeep Datta, appreciate you getting us the absolute latest there on that while that final announcement is still awaited here. But let's throw this open to our panelists here on with respect to whether or not this has done damages to the Congress in a state in Punjab where they were sitting secure with a considerable number of state assembly seats, going ahead with the possibility of winning again in 2022. We have Mr. R.P. Singh, national spokesperson of the BJP, here with us. Dr. Anshul Avijit, national spokesperson of the Congress, with us here, and Mr. Hemant Atre, senior journalist, connected with us this evening as well. First to you, Dr. Avijit, on the manner in which the ugliness of this has played out. Should this have been handled differently? Because this is today stretched on a week after both leaders have already met, have already had the audience with the High Command, and they still continue to be at loggerheads.
Well, you can't hurry up something just because, the press wants it to be hurried up. It's rather flattering that we want this impasse to end. But a couple of phrases that you used, Seher, in your introduction as well in your headline is, this is all happening amid speculation. So whatever information is tumbling out of Punjab or the Punjab Congress, or indeed the High Command, is speculation. What is certain, absolute, what I can say with certainty at this point of time, and categorically is the words of Captain Amarinder Singh that whatever the High Command decides will happen. So the resolution of this matter rests with the High Command, and there is no doubt about it. It's been said unequivocally by Captain Amarinder Singh. So there are always, the history of the Congress party, there have been always a number of competing interests sometimes that have emerged in the states. I mean, it's a 136-year-old party. It's been in power in states for a very long time. And there are ambitions, there are personal ambitions in the state that do emerge. I mean, you cannot penalize personal ambitions. They have to be resolved. The Congress has the wherewithal, the strategy and the experience to resolve it. It is taking its time to do it. Well, it will. And by the way, it's a front runner still in this election. It is not the euphemisms and all the kind of metaphors that are being used, that this is a self-goal, this is self-defeatism, this is being self-destructive. That's not absolutely true. It remains the front runner. It's got 77 seats. The only other seat, which my esteemed panelists are here from, have got 3 seats. So by far, it's the front runner, and it will show that it is in the coming elections.
Okay. R.P. Singh, would you like to respond here to this here? Because the BJP, of course, has been very closely watching these developments here to see that these ugly differences can dampen the chances of the state Congress's strength in Punjab.
Well, let me first tell my co-panelist party, we from 3-2, we touched 77 in Bengal, and then you are 0 in Bengal today. So when do we touch 70 Punjab? You will not come to know even. So we are working hard, and let the time come, and we'll put our card on the table. But coming to the Congress as such, let's understand what's happening in the Congress today. The problem with the Congress is not Punjab. The problem with the Congress is the dining table of the 10 Janpath. The problem lies with the 10 Janpath, where it is a tug of war between the Gandhis and the Vadras. Sonia Gandhi versus Priyanka Vadra. Sonia Gandhi ji has good working relationship with Captain Amarinder Singh, and Priyanka Vadra has good relationship with Navjot Singh Sidhu. So tug of war is happening here, and because of that, Punjab is suffering. And then Punjab is a border state, and we can't allow that state to suffer because of the political uncertainty at the Congress end. And let me just remind my friend 4 or 5 issues which are more pertinent to Punjab. 4 or 5 issues, but basically 4 issues. One, Captain Saab last time said when he went for election, along with Navjot Singh Sidhu, said they will waive off 90,000 crore rupees farmers loan. How much has been waived off? Let's know about it. Why 90,000 crore rupees promise? Give me a second, please, Robin.
All right. So you're, of course, saying promises there met. The promises of the Congress have not been met with, something that was mentioned in their manifesto as well. But Mr. R.P. Singh, as far as leadership differences go here, this is not entirely one-off. Mr. R.P. Singh, can you hear me, please? As far as leadership crises go, this is not entirely one-off. Something very similar that happened in the state of Karnataka as well, where the top leadership of the BJP had to step in here to resolve this. So this is something that we're seeing very similarly in Punjab here as well. The BJP has suffered this nature of infighting and factionalism in other states as well. And as we said very specifically, which has just been resolved today, a few hours back earlier in the day, vis-a-vis the Karnataka crisis. So this is crisis that parties face, and why should the BJP specifically be singling out Punjab and Congress for this?
Thank you so much, and I'll answer that. But allow me to complete. What is the problem with the Punjab today? And then it's not a problem related to Punjab. It's a problem. It will turn out to a problem related to country. We have suffered earlier also. We don't want to suffer now. Second, the promise was made that I'll waive off the farmer loan. One, I'll give mobile phone free to every child. He took the oath of Gutka Sahib, the Holy Granth in his hand, holy textbook in his hand, and said that I'll.
No, but Mr. Singh, this is cannot be raising BJP's campaign issues here. I very specifically asked you. No, I mean, you want to complete your point, but you'll endlessly take 5-10 minutes here to read out a BJP manifesto here as well on what you're expecting from the state of Punjab. Very specifically. Mr. Hemant Atre, senior journalist connected with us here. Mr. R.P. Singh, I'll come back to you if you answer my question here, please.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You can run your debate as you want to run. I'm not speaking now because you don't understand. You don't know B of Punjab. And if I tell you what's problem with the Punjab is a border state. And because of this uncertainty at the end of the Congress level...
Mr. Singh, please don't personally attack me here.
I'm saying you don't want me to complete. I mean, you gave him a free
Mr.
hand.
Singh, I asked specifically on how to handle leadership crisis issues. Would you like to speak on that?
Can I be allowed to make a point? Can I be allowed to make a point or not? I'm shocked. When you don't know, how do you know what I'm going to tell? Today, the discretion of Guru Granth Sahib, Bezmi of Guru Granth Sahib is a big issue in Punjab. And no one is addressing that. Captain Sahib promised that I'm sure that all those who are culpable
that question is being resolved. No, you can't be endlessly allowed to speak on this.
And that's a burning issue in Punjab. And that can lead to trouble in Punjab. You don't understand this. When you're saying that this is an issue,
all right.
I'm not talking about Uttar Pradesh.
Absolutely. No, we take your point, Mr. Singh.
Congress has problem.
Right. Mr. Hemant Atre, would you like to step in at this time here? As far as the Congress leadership crisis there goes in Punjab, is it a one-off case that we've not seen in other parties before? Or should the Congress have handled this better? It has stretched far too long here, and the Congress should be criticized for it.
See, sir, it's a classic case of mishandling of a political situation. It's a classic case of how a party leadership, a party with 130 years of history, cherished history, how its leadership's priorities are misplaced. What nowadays Congress needs? It needs electoral victories. Instead of that, what they have ensured? They have ensured a stamp of authority for the High Command. How, you will ask me? The way Captain Amrinder Singh has been humiliated, that is one. And how Navjot Singh Sidhu has been elevated. See, sir, Captain Amrinder was always for it. If there has to be some decision, leadership is always the transitional thing, It cannot be with anybody forever. Today he told General Secretary in charge, Mr. Punjab General Secretary, he told him that the way that it was handled, I am totally humiliated and I have been cut. Sir. Simple reason is, he was called 3 times. Captain, no, please, let me complete. Please let me complete. I didn't interrupt you. Please complete. Let me complete. The classic case of mishandling of a particular thing, Sahar, is the present one. Captain Amrinder was never averse to any change. But the way it was done, he was called thrice before a committee. Captain Amrinder, after every meeting with leadership, after every meeting with Navjot Singh Sidhu, after every meeting with Priyanka Gandhi or Sonia Gandhi or committee, he put out all those objectionable tweets wherein he was directly challenging the authority of the incumbent chief minister. Now you tell me, how many of the chief ministers Congress is having as of now? A very few. And Punjab was certain with the Congress as far as the past things were going on. how the situation was created. It was all created by the High Command, and further it added fuel to the fire by giving credence to what Navjot Singh Sidhu was doing.
Right.
And what Captain Amarinder Singh was saying, he is a seasoned man of 80 years.
And giving him a listen, but of course, even the Chief Minister has had a chance to meet with the leadership here. Anshul, I'm sure you want to respond to this, but very quickly, very briefly, going back to Mr. R.P. Singh, because he feels he hasn't completed his point here. Mr. Singh, do you think, and I'm saying this with respect to how the BJP has handled the Karnataka crisis, do you think there are lessons to be learned from the Karnataka crisis and what the Congress should have handled the Punjab crisis there?
See, there can be problems within the party, there can be different opinion, but that need to be dealt with the party and not in public domain. I mean, there have been issues in public domain. I mean, Captain Amarinder Singh is in public domain saying that Navjot Singh Sidhu is joining Aam Aadmi Party. Navjot Singh Sidhu has been openly accusing Captain of malpractices and corruption. Other colleague of Navjot Singh Sidhu, one of the hockey players, Prabjot Singh, has been saying that he got a threatening call from the OSD of the Captain Amarinder Singh. So the problem is, as I told you, is between the Gandhi and the Vadras, the Sonia Gandhi and the Priyanka Vadra. So the tug of war going between the family, and that's leading a problem to Punjab. And I request Sonia Gandhi and Priyanka Vadra, please leave Punjab to the mercy of Punjab, to people in Punjab. Because of you, we can't have disturb Punjab, and there can be problem in Punjab. And then it's a border state. We already have trouble with Pakistan. They are already sending material in Punjab, and then there's a troublesome state. So we can't afford this right now.
Okay, so this is also right. So this is also out of concern for governance in the state. Dr. Avijit, would you like to respond here? Because at the end of the day, it has led to a very insulting position, so to say, of someone who's been a very tall leader of the Congress, the Chief Minister, Captain Amarinder Singh. And this is ugliness out in the open that you can put back. You can't put the genie back in the bottle now. It's out there. And it would impact state assembly elections now and henceforth here as well, or what was believed to be a very stable party, state unit, a stable leadership.
We don't need lessons ahead from the BJP, from Mr. Singh over here, on how to run governance is all about. We've seen in the state of Karnataka, it's not some example to emulate. We've seen the kind they're at battles drawn, Mr. Ishwarappa and Mr. Yadurappa. There have been serious charges of corruption and of nepotism that we've exposed some time back again and again against the Chief Minister of that state. There have been a number of MLAs which are warring against me out in the public domain. Not just that, there are open hostilities in Gujarat between the CM there and the state president there. There are open hostilities in Rajasthan as well, in Madhya Pradesh, which is why Mr. B.L. Santosh was sent all over India trying to do some firefighting without any success. In UP, you know the case in UP, because there was open kind of revolt that almost happened over there, where a number of MPs, MLAs rather, over 150 of them went in revolt against the autocratic behavior of the Chief Minister over there, particularly after the second wave, where there was no
Dr. Avijit, there's also something else that has been said in that letter that the Chief Minister wrote to Sonia Gandhi, saying that the decision to promote Navjot Singh Sidhu as the PCC there can lead to only further deeper factionalism within the party, and this is something that can threaten party stability.
No, this is all in the realm of speculation. At the moment, the Captain Sahab has left it to the Congress Ala Command to decide what's going to happen. The Congress, after a lot of consultation, which is still going on, by the way, through a consensus-based mechanism, will have a solution which will be there. I mean, it cannot be hurried up because people are saying that it should be hurried up. It's taken so much of time. It will take whatever time it's required to take up that kind of time, because it's a sort of a consultation-based, consensus-based solution that will be worked out. For all of Mr. Singh's concerns about Punjab, well, you know, it's been a stable state ever since the Congress came in. I mean, it is on the front foot at the moment. It's on pole position to win that. Yes, these blips do happen in politics. You know, they're long innings in politics.
Hemant Atre, should this be allowed to take that much time here? Because also, as R.P. Singh raised this issue, that governance is suffering. And it's very clear that two leaders within the party do not see eye to eye, cannot patch it up before the elections here. And the more we stretch it, the more governance that suffers here as well. Should this be a situation that should be allowed to be extended and stretched in this manner?
See, sir, for compromise formula has already been worked out. It's just a matter of hours now, as per my information. First thing is that Mr. Navjot Singh Sidhu is going to be PCC chief. That is one. Captain Amrinder Singh will be having a complete free hand in cabinet reshuffle. That is two. And Captain Amrinder Singh will be suggesting 2 to 3 names for working president of Congress party in Punjab. Except for Sidhu, Navjot Singh Sidhu will be PCC president. And Captain Amrinder Singh will be suggesting 2 to 3 names. This is what the compromise formula is. And it is just a matter of hours because Captain Amrinder Singh is yet to give those 2 or 3 names for the working president thing. As far as this part is concerned, that is done. That's a done deal.
Okay.
As far as governance part is concerned, the issue of governance, I'm unfortunate, this is very unfortunate, in a border state like Punjab, you are appointing a PCC chief who calls Imran Khan as his best friend. That is one. Two, he calls ISI chief his friend. He calls Pak Army chiefs his friend. What kind of message Congress party is giving? Furthermore, whatever formula this is, that is, I'm disclosing it before you for the first time, this is not going to be workable. It will further create problems for the party in Punjab in the next 6 months. You'll ask me how. While distributing tickets in Congress party, only 2 state representatives are there in the Central Election Committee. One is CLP leader, who in this case is Captain Amrinder Singh, and the second is the PCC president, not the working president. Mark it. It's the PCC president who in this case is going to be Navjot Singh Sidhu. What will happen? Since the leadership issue has been thrown open against all advices, against all warnings of Captain Amrinder Singh, what will happen? Both of them will be fighting for each and every seat. Every candidate will be fought upon. And once they can openly, wash their dirty linen, as of now, is there any guarantee that they will not be repeating it at that point in time? So what Congress has done here is, instead of going for a victory which is desperately required for its survival in Punjab as well as the northern part, it has opted for its stamp of high command that yes, we are the supreme. This is a wrong set of priorities, Once Captain Amrinder Singh is the chief minister, you are what you are saying.
But this is something that the BJP also follows. The Karnataka crisis was also eventually resolved by the leadership in the centre in Delhi, which literally happened today itself in a final meeting, one that took place with the Prime Minister yesterday and then today with the Home Minister and the Chief Minister confirming here that it is at the end of the day a final word that comes in from the central leadership, be it either parties here. But as far as Punjab is concerned, I'm afraid, gentlemen, we'll have to leave it at that. We appreciate your remarks here on this. But as far as Punjab is concerned, we're also looking at time is of the essence. The more this stretches, the more governance suffers here, the more ugliness is out in the open. Particularly personal attacks that we've seen, specifically that have come in from Navjot Singh Sidhu. It is believed that the Chief Minister is now asking for a public apology. These are differences which are only further deepening the more this stretches on in time. Awaiting a final decision from the Congress's top leadership here on this. Many thanks for being with us tonight.